I confess that my breakdown between your mother and I has caused emotional unbalance in the family.
Most of the time, I don't like my family. Everyone in my family.
Take a breath.
Everybody. I feel like I'm angry at everybody in my family. I don't like my family. If they weren't my family, it wouldn't be my friends.
Man, it looks like Ashley, the Braxton's niece, just cracked open a whole vault of family secrets because now the sisters' ex-husbands are popping out the woodwork, talking about the things they witnessed in that household that left them completely shaken. And when they say the Braxton sisters are carrying deep generational trauma, they're not exaggerating one bit. Even Tony's ex-husband, Carrie Lewis, is out here explaining how Tony leaned on her sisters to boost her career and why the sisters, especially Tamar and Tawanda, stay at odds with each other.
Yeah, Tamar, you had me thinking I was crazy too. I see, you know what, it felt like a surviving Tamar moment. They always talk about how, women is being mentally abused and physically abused. Men get mentally and physically abused too. Cause she just socked me in my jaw before. You feel me? And I'm sure Jeremy and before and got their head cracked. Okay? And them gas station pills, huh? Yeah. You gotta do something to stay afloat, huh?
Let's be real. Every family has their mess. But the Braxtons, they take the mess to a different dimension. And the core of all this tension goes right back to Evelyn and Michael Braxton Sr. when Ashley told her story about one of her auntie's husbands crossing a line with her. The way the family reacted back then, and even now, was extremely revealing. She was only 16, and instead of support, they blamed her and pushed her out. She felt so alone and unwanted that she literally moved to another country to rebuild her life. Then, when she shared everything on TikTok, the family still stayed silent. No public support, no private check-ins. Ashley says the only aunt who reached out was Tamar.
Now, before anyone says anything, please let it be known and let it be clear that as I am in this journey and in this process, and as I'm healing and trying to understand all of this stuff, that it feels really good to have a family member behind me. Okay?
Tamar liked Ashley's post, reached back out, and opened the door again because she had been dealing with her own trauma and life battles. But what's the excuse for the rest of the aunties? Not even a whisper from them. You'd think Evelyn, the grandmother, would have been horrified at what happened to her granddaughter, but still nothing. And Ashley even revealed that her own father, Mikey, hit her with a cease and desist, threatening to sue her if she told her story publicly. That's just foul. Imagine the person assigned to protect you becoming the person trying to silence you. And the sad part, Ashley isn't the only one. When Tamar spoke up about being assaulted as a child, her sisters basically shut her down verbally.
Well, first of all, I was very disappointed in finding out via social media because our family is closer than that. And to have someone else regurgitate that story to us. Well, or I can only speak for me. But for someone else to tell me the story of something that happened to my own family is very disheartening.
They basically said what Tamar experienced was her truth, but not the truth. That's the prettiest way you can tell someone you don't believe them. They were more annoyed that Tamar didn't call them first than they were concerned about what she went through. And besides Tamar, Tracy, and Ashley, who knows who else went through similar pain? One thing's clear though, Evelyn probably knew more than she ever admitted. Think about it. She never let Tamar name the family member who hurt her. And both parents played a role in the trauma. Michael Sr. dipped out after the divorce, married the woman he cheated with, and failed his daughters in a major way. Then Evelyn ended up in the hospital for a while, leaving Tony to step up for everyone. Once Tony took that role, she never got to step out of it again. And when her music career took off, she basically carried her sisters' careers too.
My sister Tracy is the one who said to me, Tony, you know, when you make it, you can help us come up. So I always tried to abide that. But the responsibility of it is so heavy for me. I feel I can never live my life, and I never used to say it. I never used to say anything to anybody.
Every one of them wanted their moment, some through entertainment, some through marrying a man with money. Toni was competing with giants like Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston, trying to carve out her own lane. And yeah, Toni has a beautiful voice, but when you're up against Mariah and Whitney, those are hard heights to hit. So she leaned on Tamar, who quietly became the voice behind the voice, shaping Toni's sound. Tawanda worked as her assistant, and Trina popped in on background vocals too. But Tamar eventually wanted her own spotlight, and that's when the cracks between the sisters really widened. Their group couldn't stay together because they kept fighting. When Tamar got with Vince, he secured them a reality show. Tawanda thought it was going to help everyone rise together, but then Tamar became the breakout star. Solo career, spin-offs, TV gigs, everything. Tawanda's ex-husband Andre says that's exactly when the resentment started cooking.
You felt guilty because you know how you've been acting, and however, excuse me, let me finish because I let you talk. Thank you. I will, and I will, and I will, and yes. So, and then you decided that you wanted to say something like you just couldn't let him say something nice about me.
Do you think you've been saying that person?
He does.
No, I'm asking you.
I know I'm saying.
I'm asking you.
I'm answering. I have been saying.
So
You're not my thoughts,
So you are.
Nor am I afraid of you. So don't talk to me like that, okay?
Hilarious.
Every time.
Andre claims Tawanda, and Trina still blame Tamar for the group failing and hold resentment because their own careers never stabilized after that. And Tawanda was holding everything together at home. Andre didn't work, didn't really do much, and she supported the family alone for years.
Andre's a writer. He basically sits home and writes books, his own books. And he takes care of the kids, which is great. Except for one thing, he's not out selling any of his books, which means I have to take care of the household because he is not bringing any money in.
I don't like some of the things you do, True. Basically, I feel like I married my mother. And I didn't like my mother. I loved her to death, but I didn't like her.
It got so messy that Tawanda even caught criminal charges, fraud, forgery, all types of things. Her landlord accused her of not paying rent and damaging property. Tracy had her money problems too. Her landlord even blasted her and Kevin Sr. on Instagram for not paying rent while pretending they owned the property. Andre says Toni and Tamar try to help sometimes, but not gently. Toni could be a diva. Tamar had unpredictable moods, and even though they were the successful ones, whenever their sisters needed help, they got treated like staff, not family. Their confidence got chipped away constantly, and Evelyn didn't help. She sided with Toni and Tamar because they had the money and the connections. That unhealthy dynamic spilled into every part of their lives, including their marriages. They all found husbands, but none of those relationships could survive long-term. And their mom's unresolved bitterness played a huge role in that.
I mean, they have love, and look at them. I'm just saying. She's in love. I'm just saying.
You're just saying what?
I'm just saying they have love, and look at them. It's always something, for God's sake.
What do you mean, look?
Every man cheats except for President Obama because if he cheated, then everybody would have known about him before he was president.
That's right.
Right.
Tawanda's marriage to Andre was strange, and her current guy seems more interested in the lifestyle perks than in her. Toni's marriage fell apart, and the whispers about her situation with Birdman weren't great either. Trina's ex Gabe used to embarrass her constantly on TV, and she jumped straight from that mess into another chaotic relationship. Tamar has been married and divorced multiple times. And when Tracy passed, she left everything to her son. Kevin Sr. has been salty ever since.
Tracy Braxton said checkmate in real life. Left everything to her son. The cheating husband gets nothing. My girl was moving in stealth mode in complete silence, had the lawyer come and record her final wishes before her health started to decline so that it couldn't be contested. May we all learn and aspire to be Tracy Braxton.
People are still unpacking all the dysfunction buried in the Braxton family. Honestly, I'm grateful I didn't grow up in a home where the parents are treated like gods and no one is allowed to speak up. A lot of their wounds trace back to the parents. And while every sister has valid grievances, the root of it all is Evelyn. If she owned her role in the chaos, maybe the healing could start. The more you look at the Braxtons, the more you feel the heavy, dark energy that's been sitting over that family for decades. But what do y'all think? Drop your opinions in the comments, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye, baddies.